How's it going, everybody? Insert SG back again with another Dragoborne video. Okay, so this is the deck review for Dragoborne Trial Decks Volume 2 Mystical Hunters. If you haven't checked out our first Dragoborne video on the demo deck when I explained some stuff like Ambush, Fort Burst, and what else? Other stuff, I'll leave a link to that in the description below, so you guys can go check it out. And if you haven't checked out our review for Shadow Legion, which was the Trial Deck Volume 1, I'll leave a link in the description below, so you guys can go check it out as well. So right in front of us, again, we have TD02 Mystical Hunters, and earlier on I mentioned that the trial decks were placed in a different ways because I actually opened this trial deck a long time ago, like earlier this day, which was like, I don't know, 1 in the afternoon, and I sleeved it up. I played with it for the tournament, the trial deck tournament that's going on around in every card shop, most of it actually, and I unsleeved it at back home and I repackaged it for you guys. So yeah, this is actually a repackaged one. So like, we have Remus the Hunter Adept over here with the 3 dice, of course featuring Tyrannok, which is the green one, Logres for yellow, and Olus for blue. And of course TD02 Mystical Hunters, you get Kingslayer B over here. You get the very nice card list for this deck, and a strategic deck that wins through planning. So Dragoborne Rise to Supremacy, the same thing. Axion, the something caller from Logres. So yeah, moving on to the deck review. So this is the promo that you will get for this deck, which is Merchant of Scrolls, and sadly I didn't get a foil, but it's a 2-cost monster, a Merfolk from Olus. So auto, when this creature attacks, discard a card and draw a card. Then if you discarded a spell and if this card is yellow Dragocross, you may draw a card. So yeah. And moving on, so again, the contents are the same actually. You get the rulebook and the playmat. So yeah. Now, so yeah, dices apart, nothing much to be said about them. So we got this plastic thing, which I again really like. I have no idea why, but yeah, we get 2 copies of Remus Hunter Adept, which is like the boss card of the deck. A 6-cost monster with 6 attack and 6 endurance. So it's a Tyrannok card, which is green, and auto, when this creature is blocked, you may draw a card. And Dragocross yellow auto, when this creature deals damage to a fort, which means like it breaks one of the fort shields. If you have 3 or less barriers, choose one of your forts and put the top card of your deck on the fort as a barrier. So the fact that this is a trial deck card and allows you to like replenish your fort shields, your fort barriers, right, is really amazing because it's a really tanky card at 7/7 for the cost of 6, and it allows you to draw and generate shields, which is freaking amazing. And the fact that the limitation is 3 or less and is a 6-cost card, right, with the current like trial decks out now, from what I see, right, Tyrannok is a really advantage generating clan, which means that this card is actually freaking amazing. And I play tested this deck a lot today, and I can say this deck, right, Trial Deck Volume 2 is just the way to go. If you like offense, you of course can try Alpha Domination, which is Trial Deck Volume 3, and I don't really see a lot of people playing Shadow Legion, but in my opinion, Shadow Legion is a really sort of good deck, basically because of its Nilfheim cards and its Deadly and all the other ambushes, but I'll only get it for the Nilfheim, honestly. So yeah. Next, we have 2 copies of Axion, the Herald of Armies. So it's a low-grass card, a 5-cost 4/4 card. And continuous, you may have up to 3 creatures at this creature's fort. So trial deck already, and we already have like Chaos Territory. Yeah, if you guys don't play Buddy Fight, Chaos Territory is a skill in Buddy Fight that allows you to have 2 monsters in the center. So this is similar to that. And auto Dragocross yellow, if your Drago Shield is destroyed, you may move this creature to another fort and stand it. So this deck, right, is really defensive basically because of this card and all the other ambushes, which I'll get to later on. This card will allow you to move and restand it, so this card will allow you to like block more attacks, man. And the fact that it has to be Dragocross, which makes it a 5/5 card, is really tanky and really amazing. So next, we have 2 copies of Elegant Fencer, another low grass card. We get 2 copies of those. One of them is foil. It's a 1/1/1 card. When this creature attacks and destroys a Drago Shield, you may draw a card. Many people say that this card is bad because it's a 1/1 card, but if you are Dragocross, it makes it a 2/2. So if this destroys anything, you get to draw a card. This can be used through strategic thinking, in my opinion, because if if your opponent won't be that lucky with all the dice rolls, I hope. So he will hopefully, or he or she will hopefully roll like a 2, and this guy can go pop some shields. Next, we have 4 copies of the first ambush of the deck, which is Earthen Guard Golem. So it's an ambush 2 again. It's a 3/1/5 card, a really good and tanky card for his ambush effect actually. So when this fort is attacked, if this card is an ambush, you may summon this creature. Very simple, straightforward, and amazing card. So next we have 4 copies of Logress Swift Blade. It's a 2 cost monster with 3 attack and 1 endurance. So this creature cannot be blocked by creatures with 1 or less attack. So yeah, very straightforward. We've been through this in the demo deck. Next we have 4 copies of Sunscale Ascetic. So it's a 2 mana monster with 2/2 stats, and when this creature is summoned, you may choose a cost 5 or greater creature and rest it. Yeah. So next we have moving on to some Tirnanok cards. We have 2 copies of Guardian of the Forest. It's a 3 cost, 0 attack, 5 endurance card. Don't think it's bad because he has 0 attack, but get this. When damage is dealt to your fort, stand this creature. This ability can only be activated once per turn. And Dragon Cross Yellow, when this creature blocks, draw a card. So potentially you get to draw 2 with this card, and if it has to be Dragon Cross, it makes it a 1 attack and 6 defense card. Very, very tanky card, allows you to draw. Amazing. Next we have 4 copies of Kingslayer B. We have 3 non-foil and 1 foil. It's another ambush that's one of my favorite. It's a 3/3/2 card. When this fort is attacked, if this card is an ambush, you may summon this creature and choose an opposing monster and rest it. So yeah. Next we have 2 copies of Primate Javelineer. So it's a 4 cost, 5 attack and 4 endurance card, a vanilla Bunker Busters. Simple. Now we have 4 copies of Tanglewood Menace. It's a 2/2/3 card, vanilla again, nothing much to be said. Then moving on to Olu's cards, we have 2 copies of Ambushing Tide Chaser, 1 foil and 1 non-foil. So it's a 1/1/1 card, a very simple one, but when this creature attacks, all ambushers have no effect on this battle. So it's a really good card because you get to poke your opponent for small damages and like slowly clear the Drago shield, and their like ambushers are like left laughing over there. So we have next we have 2 copies of The Keeper. So if this looks familiar, yes, there was a promo version for this, but it was the dark version. So it's a 4/2/5 card, and when this creature blocks, choose an opposing creature with X or less attack and rest it, where X is this creature's endurance. The fact that its base endurance is already 5 makes it quite scary because you can practically rest anything. And you can Dragon Cross it to make it a 6, but I wouldn't recommend it lah. Next we have 4 copies of the Ripper, another Olu's card that's 3/4/3, a vanilla. So yeah. Then we have more 1 cost monsters. This is Frontline Explorer, 1/1/2 card, nothing much to be said, another vanilla. So next we have 2 copies of Hidden Arts, Water Edge Shuriken. I don't know what's wrong with my pronunciation, but yeah. It's a spell that allows you to cast it, and all your creatures get Assassin, all creatures for this turn. So Assassin is another special keyword because you get to attack your opponent's monster. By right, you are not able to like touch your opponent's monster unless you got the Assassin effect, but this gives you Assassin all creatures, so you can practically wipe out your opponent's entire field. Next we have 2 of the best ambush in this deck, EMP. So yeah, Electromagnetic Pulse, but ambush 2, when this fort is attacked, if this guy is an ambush, you may choose a fort and rest all creatures on that fort. Freaking amazing. Next we have 4 copies of Dismantle, one of your main draw mechanism. It's a 3 spell, you get 4 of them, 3 non-foil and 1 foil. So the base effect is choose a creature, rest it and draw a card, but if this card is a Fort Burst, you can drop it and draw 2 cards. Freaking amazing. I just love this deck so much, man. Olu's just like calls out to me. So next we have 2 copies of Hidden Arts, Reverse Thunderstrike, ambush 2. When this fort is attacked, if this creature is an ambush, you may stand all creatures on this fort and draw a card. Then we have the 3 flags, or rather banners. We have Shield of Logress, the Rune Mark of Tirnanok, and Insignia of Olus. So again, this is my personal deck. I haven't really done much upgrading to it, but I practically haven't upgraded yet at all. But yeah, So that is it for this video, everyone. If you haven't checked out the previous 2 Dragoborne videos yet, I'll leave a link in the description below so you guys can go check it out. And I'll leave Rowell's address in the description below as well. And if you haven't liked our Facebook page, please go and like our Facebook page, as we'll be posting some special stuff there. And I hope to see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.